Hello, everyone. We are back on this Monday. Up our pure vanilla boy. Also, I hit affiliate. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for helping me get to affiliate in less than 2 weeks. Really wonderful. Most emotes are still being approved, although we do have WireMouse in it, which the test message is because I wasn't sure if chat was working. Let's do a better one. There we go. Yeah. That's also a follower emote, so if you don't want to subscribe in this chat, you can use that. And also, once it's approved, the one with Ash's angry eyebrows, which I did name WireMo Pupset. Let's remember what we need. So I put away everything that we don't need anymore, but we do still need quite a bit. Because we need to make his staff, and we need to make his... And also his little, like, called a soul jam in the middle there. I'm not sure why Ash is growling. He just wants attention. I gave him a lot of attention. No, Poppy. Hi, Meister. Thank you for happy affiliate. Yes, puppy? Hi. Can I help you? Yeah, we have some alerts, some channel point redeems, some emotes ready. I believe. Yeah. You can pet the dog, you can ask Ash a question, or you can do a cosplay tour for right now. I'm also going to get the DVD logo thing ready. I just need to learn how to use Mix It Up. Which, if anybody knows how to use Mix It Up, I do tutorials, but if I don't know, I'll use the time-honored method of trying to figure it out, failing, and then DMing somebody on Discord going, help me. Ashy. Puppy. Like to come up here? I know. Oh boy. Oh, he would like to lick my face. Fine. Lick my face if that is what... Working and lurking? Yeah, you just do whatever you want. That's kind of what this stream is for, is that's mostly just co-working. Yeah. Crash. Ooh. I think that was a subscribe, actually. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Conkles. My alerts are not, like, showing up. I wish they would. Be really good if they showed up. Let's see. Huh? Hi. Ash does not want to stay in his seat. What if I... Okay. I am going to take just a couple minutes to figure out if it's possible for me to, fix the alerts. believe this. That. Okay. Well, I will try not to worry about it too much, but I will, I just feel bad that first stream with affiliate, it doesn't want to work. I should have tested that. Thank you. Thank you. He is licking my face. I mean, it seems they're working because you can hear it. Which, you know, well, OBS. Buddy. Okay. My dearest, darlingest doggy who I love dearly, it is time to sit down. It is. It is indeed time to sit down. Alright. Let's get started. Just need tape and we need to make. I know, Ash. Is it also time to bark? We also need to make those two sort of little pieces at the front as well as a sort of little brogue. Those I don't have patterns for. Oh right, I should have grabbed the pins just a second. Hi, Toucans. Thank you for happy affiliate. Excited to be here. Alerts, like, may or may not be working. They're there, I promise. I unfortunately did not leave enough time for the mandatory OBS troubleshooting of half an hour before stream starts. This is another thing that sort of helped having cosplay knowledge, is figuring out how to get this cape right. Good. Always good to have a pair of scissors that you only use for felting or for sewing, because then they stay sharp. Like, your regular scissors should not be the scissors that you use. Everybody's having a nice Monday. Kind of a stressful morning. Been able to taken care of. But yeah, I got the affiliate notification like earlier today, so that's why some stuff like isn't approved yet. Some redeems aren't ready. Probably I'm a very organized person. It's just kind of, you know, working with Twitch's back end and things. Things will, the ship will run much more smoothly once I'm a little bit more used to it. Yeah, it takes time. I probably don't need to apologize for it as much as I'm apologizing. It seems like everybody knows. Well, here. Just had ads. Second ads. Did a little bit of Ocarina of Time randomizer on Sunday. It seems like those will just sort of be like streams I do if I'm like stressed out or something, because they don't like do particularly well, but that's okay. Yes, sir? No. Crap for some. Oh. Sure. Yes. What? I know not what to desire. What it is that you desire, I do not know. Okay. Well, I might know what he wants, and if he's going to bark, I need to take care of it. Okay. He gets treats at certain times each day, and if I don't give them to him. For the... Yeah, that should probably be okay for the full jam thing. Because you see, lore-wise, Pure Vanilla is an ancient cookie, and he has an almighty soul jam, which is like his soul or something. And there's like the previous group of people who had soul jams, and they're evil now, and they want to get the new group, and they want to like corrupt them and stuff. I'm like very tangentially aware of what all the lore is. Oh, hi Cammy and everyone. There goes my raid alert. Yes. Welcome all. I am WireMouse. Pronouns are they, them. And thank you for Happy Affiliate. We have one emote so far. The other ones are up, they're just still being approved. And it's a follower emote as well. So if you want to do that, you may. It's called WireMo Feeling It. That's again for right now. And it's for when you're feeling it, you know? It's for when it's one of those fucking days. And if you want that as well as other neat emotes, which will be approved soon, such as Angie Eyes Ash and other Ash related emotes, then you may subscribe if you I can get of I like kind of somehow doubt. Yeah. Unfucked that one just a little bit. Hi Buckeye, hi Malform, hi Cammy, and also Mr. Jean and Sir Stonewall and Toucans from earlier. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so this actually sits like here. Oh, under his little collar. That's like fixed. Another thing I should probably have a pattern. Feeling so sluggish, like throw me too. Yay! IDK how I got here, but I see Cookie Plush and I'm all in. Welcome, Grimmy Leon. Thank you for stopping by. You apparently got here from Cammy. I am WireMouse. I use they, them pronouns, and I make felted dolls for my store, StabbyNeedleStudios. And Pure Vanilla is looking so good, thank you. We just need to make his cape and his staff today. Yeah, I had a fucking morning, I'll tell you what. I go to the gym times a week. But sometimes it's too fucking stressful in there. Like, I go to a small gym, which is very helpful for not freaking out. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. I wish that literally anything would activate, but it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It like doesn't need to be working today. I just really wish it would be working today. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pull up the physical watercolor for what that alert is supposed to be. Oh, there it is. Is it just fucking is it just the subscriber one? Where'd it go? Okay. All right. We're gonna take just a second. See if this is subscriptions. Oh. Yeah, because for some reason it wasn't working. No. Sub and Prime. Okay, that should have fixed it. Let's send a test alert and see if that works. Actually don't know how you send it to. Yes, there we go. There it is. It's little Mr. Ash. It's him. The one who you hear so growling in the background. I know. I know, Buppy. I know that it's hard to be a dog sometimes. And that's the gift sub. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. You... Hey. Fire for you to not be barking right now. Kind of have to ignore it. Hey. Anyway. Well, thank you. Thank you, Juno. Thank you for all the subs. I dismiss ads one more time. I'm sorry if people get upset by dog barking. At the moment, this is kind of the time when I just like have to ignore him because he like is begging for attention in a way that I already gave it to him. It just needs to calm down. So like I can mute myself for a little bit if it's bothering people, but he'll calm down. I promise he will. Actually, no. That's enough. No. Bark, bark, bark. It's probably not like actually as loud to you as it is to me, and it's not like unbearably loud to me, but it's like would probably bother a sensitive person. Bark. I know bark. I agree. I agree that bark. So alerts weren't broken. That thing that. Okay. Okay. Well, let's start with the Soul Jam. Hang out here, buddy. But yeah, I'm making this as a commission. It's due to be shipped on Thursday. Thank you. Hello, Sparkrus. Thank you for coming. Got Pokemon Jazz. So good, thank you. But yeah, I was I was just saying, like, I got really stressed out at the gym earlier. I had to go home early, which, like, I hate doing, but sometimes my brain is just my brain, and, like, I can't do anything about it. Like, hey, sorry that, like, enough tiny little things went wrong today that I'm, like, unable to keep going. So. Anxiety brain. Fucking hate it here. The way it's coming across in the mic, it feels like it would go hard as a percussion pop and dance music. If it's like kind of compressed a little bit, okay. Well, good to know. The barking, yeah. Okay. See, this is what we do. This is what we do as a dog parent. We go, I already gave you everything. I already just took you out, buddy. I did everything that you needed. But you just want to bark some more. Then you go, no, you may not bark. And he goes, oh, okay, fine. And sits under the table for a little while. Yeah, I don't know how many other people have, like, anxiety in a similar way to what I do, but the way that it works for me a lot of times is that it's triggered by bothering people or being in the way, which is a thing that occurs a lot at the gym, which is why I have to go to a small gym in the first place. And people there are, like, generally very, very sweet to me. I've been going there for like 7 years. But sometimes it's just a bad day for it. And I go, oh no. I put my hands over my ears because there was a loud noise, and the person who did the loud noise noticed and is now waiting for me, and the fact that I've now bothered somebody and they're waiting for me means that I need to go home. Like, you know, it's one of those. Like, luckily, meltdown for me. Yes, the dumb labels are still on the treadmills. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but like, if you're gonna... So, okay, here's the thing. Oh, I get a hype chest. Nice. I like the new hype train emotes. If you want a little bit... It's not tea, but it's, gee, I wish this person wouldn't do this, is, the main trainer at my gym, who's, like, in his 50s, and is a retired bodybuilder, and is, like, really great, really wonderful, super nice to me, good about me being queer, good about me having anxiety, all that. However, he is an old white man, and so therefore he's used to getting his way. And he's used to thinking that he knows better than everybody else, as old white men do. So he put these labels on the treadmills and ellipticals, etc., bikes, that said Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, etc. Which, if you have been abreast of recent weight loss medication news, are the new GLP-1 weight loss medications. And I am on one of them. Because I'm not, like, terribly overweight or anything, but, like, it's been very hard for me, even though I've been, going to the gym. I've been exercising for, like, 8 years at this point. 7 years at this gym, 1 year before that. And I really haven't, like, lost a significant amount of weight. And it's been very difficult for me, mostly just because I tend to have that, like, oh no, cheap viewers! 1 second. We will continue in but a moment. Dash ban. You. Go away. Yeah, I get bots sometimes. Delete. Bye-bye. Be gone. But yeah, so it's always been mostly difficult for me because I have a tendency to just associate eating with, like, boredom or being sad or, like, wanting to feel something, in terms of, like, you know, also enjoying food because I cook a lot and I bake a lot, and eating has, like, a lot of good and bad emotions for me. Yeah, I already have the best follower. Cheap viewers. You're not a cheap viewer, Juno. You're, like, at least $4.99. Pounds, not dollars. That's how much I value you. Anyway. But it's something that is just, like, eating is not something that I can, like, easily... Like, if I'm gonna have cookies, I'm gonna have 10 cookies, not 2 cookies. Like, it's very frustrating. And the semaglutide, which is what those drugs are, GLP-1, you might also hear, it's something that suppresses your appetite, and it makes you just, like, get full faster and eat much less, and therefore you can sort of turn off, they call it food noise, so that you're not just like, oh, I feel like I want to eat something. You can just, like, it's not in your brain. It feels very similar to anxiety medications and antidepressants in terms of, like, oh, I can just control my brain now. Like, I can just be a normal person now. And those are, they've been, like, very well tested by doctors. I got on it because my mom, who's the smartest person I know, is on it and has been on it, and, like, her hormone doctor is fantastic. I went all the way up to Cleveland to see her hormone doctor, and he also put me on, like, one other thing that's gonna help me. And also, if you are femme, AFAB, and struggle with weight, particularly around your midsection, look up estrogen dominance. That can also be an issue that is, like, nothing you ever did, It's just that your body wants to store tissue there, or wants to store fat there, and you might need more progesterone. Like, it's a thing. Stuff we learn in our 30s that we did not know earlier. So all of that, the lead trainer knows all of this. I told him. I even said before I went on it that I was thinking of getting on it. I've been on it for about 6 weeks. And these labels show up, and like for a while, I didn't really like register what they were, but then it was like, oh, is he just reducing all of that to run more, lol? And I'm like, bitch, I'm like doing well, and it's genuinely helping me, and you want to just like spit on that? It's very, very frustrating. And so I was like in a bad mood. He was not there this day, and I took the labels off and I threw them out at home. I shoved them in my pocket and then I put them away at home. Then I was like, let me just write an email to him about this, kind of explaining it. So I did. I was very polite about it. You know, like, this frustrated me. I know that you weren't doing it as a slight against me specifically, but this is helping me, and so, you know, I sort of wish that you wouldn't reduce it to that. I essentially got a sorry you were offended response, and a like, oh, well, this just stemmed from a conversation that among the 30 years that I've been training people, nobody who's overweight or obese or pre-diabetic wants to do any cardiovascular training. And I'm like, and so it was just a lighthearted thing, and oh, don't worry, they're just paper and tape. It'll be easy to replace. And I'm like, replace, huh? So when he came back to town, the labels were back. And I'm just like, my guy. Like, I understand the idea of this person is being a little baby and is like being offended over nothing. I wasn't even like offended, it was just frustrating to me. And so I'm just gonna put it back on there, and they're gonna have to stop being a little whiny bitch about it. And this is just so incredibly not a hill worth dying on that I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. But holy shit, I felt disrespected, you know? Like, I get talked over a lot, I get ignored a lot, I get not taken seriously, for a number of reasons, but mostly just because I don't get mad out loud. So people think that, oh, if I ignore them and I treat them like an NPC, they won't care. I'm like, I do care. I just don't show it. So, yeah, I felt very disrespected. And I just sort of have to deal with that. So that kind of emotion has also made it like slightly more difficult to be at the gym. Although that should wear off enough. But I tell you what, I've been able to like tear a phone book in half for like 5 years. I'm extremely strong and have been the entire fucking time. Like, I can't run very far. I'm not really built for it, but like, I'm, as that trainer has said, one of the strongest women at the gym. So there, maybe if I want to lose a little bit of weight, I can do that. And it has been working so far. I've lost like 15 pounds. And you know, it's nice. And again, I wasn't like, I didn't have, I'm not gonna get upset about it again. There's just like no reason to. But you could keep removing them. Removing them is free, printing them costs money. Yeah, but that would involve like antagonizing him, and let's just fucking not, you know? Like, I made my point, and if he wants to ignore me, then fucking fine, I guess. But I have put my foot down on a couple of occasions. Not usually with him, usually with, an older guy who, who goes to the gym at the same time as me, who is generally fine, mostly just likes to talk over people about, like, some random book about Winston Churchill or King Henry VIII that he read. If you ever wanted to know anything about King Henry VIII or Winston Churchill, or any other old white man with a questionable legacy, that guy's got you covered. And he'll talk over people, and it's very annoying. And he's also said some old white man things about gay people and black people and stuff, and I'm like, I wish you would it. Just very much like this person has never suffered. You've never had to worry about walking alone at night outside, have you? The voice of somebody who's never had to worry about their own safety. This is not just tea time with Mouse. But been burning a hole in the back of my brain for a little while. But yeah, I have told him to, like, be quiet before. Just in the, like, hey, I was in the middle of a sentence talking to somebody. Please do not interrupt me to continue your conversation with this person. Because I was talking. But nobody cares what I think. So, yeah. We will see if that sort of, like, resentment, like, feeling disrespected sort of keeps up or not. It's a pleasant cup of tea. I know, me talking shit is so, like, not actually talking shit, because I will forever and ever and ever apologize for people. It took me a very long time to actually be angry at, like, a person who has, like, treated me the worst in my life, because I would just, like, keep apologizing for them. But yeah, I wish that those labels weren't there. I wish that he would be a little bit more educated about new weight loss drugs and how they're different from old weight loss drugs, although I understand that from somebody... See, this is me apologizing for him again. I understand that from his perspective, it's like, oh, it's a new thing, and be mad at the new thing. Yeah, streaming is a good space for me to feel heard. I just, I'm pretty constantly kneecapping myself with, like, what I feel is appropriate to vent about for me. But yeah, I'm really happy that I reached my affiliate goal. It was thanks to all of you, genuinely. I reached it in less than 2 weeks. Really, really wonderful. Yeah, it's important to give space for annoyance and frustration and anger, because if it's a thing that keeps happening at this gym... Yay! Thank you for the follow. These feelings are here to let you know that maybe you should look for a different one or something. Maybe. Like, if it continues to be bad, maybe. But that's also a, hey, would you like to change your, like... You kind of built up a community here, and, like, people know you and stuff. Like, it's a, I don't really want to leave this place after 7 years kind of thing. Because truly the only thing keeping me there is, like, the fact that I've been there forever at this point. But hopefully time will show that that trainer is wrong about his opinion on those weight loss drugs. But I just, you know, luckily I can talk to you guys and talk to my mom and other people who are just like, no, actually, that kind of sucked, and I wouldn't have been that nice about it. Like, yep, I probably shouldn't have been that nice about it, but I can't help myself. I am making a very, very conscientious effort this year to be, like, way less of a doormat. Because if you're a people pleaser kind of person, it's easy to just say, oh, it's fine. But if it's not fine, you know, You gotta speak up about it. Or otherwise nobody will ever take you seriously if you don't put your foot down. Ask me how I know. Yeah, sometimes you're just trying to get through the day. That's like kind of why I don't want to make a big deal out of something unless it's like a really, really big deal, because I just don't want to antagonize anybody. Anyway, like, otherwise that gym is really great, especially the sort of main person who I train with, who is, as far as I know, the only other gay person there. He's great. He's from Colombia, and a lot of it's kind of funny because some of the like older ladies there are like, I had no idea he was gay, and I'm like trying not to laugh because he's like, okay, so today we're gonna be working on this, and I'm just gonna need you to go over here, and I'm like, you got it. Like, he used to teach group fitness. He like, it absolutely looks and acts very gay. But it wasn't like a this person must be gay, but like this person is, they if they're not gay, I'll be very surprised. And when I did get a confirmation that he was gay, I was like, yeah, no, I knew that. I've built up a routine and I don't know where else I would end up. Yeah. And also, like, people really like me there. There's this very sweet guy who is like a pastor, and he's bought a lot of one particular doll of mine. It's there's a Cincinnati is known as the city where pigs fly, because it used to be the like pork capital of this part of the country. So as the pigs were released off the boats, and they ran through the town, and so it was derisively referred to as Porkopolis. And so Cincinnati took that and we're like, actually, it's the city where pigs fly. So we have a lot of flying pig related stuff, like statues around town and things like that. And yes, I have flying pig felt dolls that are like car charms that you can put on your rearview mirror. And the Flying Pig Marathon is like right around this time. It's early May. And so he wanted to, he trains for marathons. And I was just showing him a video of it because I had like accidentally forgot to put the ears on. And I'm like, look at this. It looks like a fucking blimp, the fucking thing. Without swearing. And he was like, oh, could I have that? Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Astral. Okay, thank you. Now you can, now you can WireMouse feeling it, and shortly other things. It's just hilariously the only one that got auto-approved. It's kind of how I'm feeling today. But yeah, he was like, oh, could I buy some of those from you? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's bought like 5 or 6 at this point for different people, including I made him a half pig for a half marathon. It's just like the front half of a pig with a very like cartoony, like black inside with like a little rib cage and like kind of a little Undertale looking heart. It's very fun. I'm like, how do I make this not gruesome? As it was just like a cartoony half pig. And still had 2 wings and everything, just didn't have a back half. And so he's very sweet, and like a bunch of people are really, really nice to me. And even the trainer who disrespected me is very, very nice to me a lot of the time. So sometimes you just have to pick your battles. Because when you already sent a nice email about it, and then you got back a sorry you were offended, and we put them back on, because I know better than you. Sometimes you just go, you know what the fuck ever. And then I made a joke about hitting him with a flail, so that's fine. Because sometimes exercises are, like, kind of hilariously violent looking. Or violent sounding. Skull crushers! And suicides! Stuff, which I wish they wouldn't call it that. That's just like running back and forth. Stuff up and putting it down and kill yourself. And I'm like, that's not. Yeah, I ain't gonna change this person who I'm never gonna see again. Thing is that I do see them 3 times a week, all the time, all year long. But, that's part of the reason why I don't want to fuss about it. But absolutely, if you're never gonna see them again, just do not. I learned that growing up in a small town, when you would see somebody again, and in fact, they probably went to high school with your dad. So, like, if you want to be mad at somebody, if you want to flip somebody off in a car, if they cut you off, don't. Ever. Because they'll remember. And they'll remember for 30 years. Ask my dad how he knows. Like, growing up in a small town is the biggest way to humble yourself with indiscriminate anger at people. It's just like, don't do it. Don't do it. It'll be held against you for the rest of your life. It almost feels like a real version of like your children and your children's children kind of curse. Yes, a craft circle group. Yes, everybody do crafts. Also, if you do !kit, K-I-T, I added a command where you can find the kit that I started using to needle felt with. Yeah, Juno, if you have any shit to shoot or tea to spill, let us know. I hope that your crocheting is good. I love arguing with people I'm probably never gonna see again. Also how the internet gets kind of fucky, right? Yeah. Like, oh, I'll never see this person again. That much tea. Oh. I very rarely do. It's only if I've been building it up. My anger for so long. Oh, you're knitting? Nice. So we've got knitting, crocheting, and felting. Yeah, so annoying. I used to have a psychiatrist who, like, was impossible to get a hold of, and I'm like, that's your job! It's your job to be able to get a hold of! So I I didn't on purpose get a new one. That person left without telling me, and then I didn't have meds for a while, and then I'm like, why don't I have meds? And they're like, this person left, and I'm like, what? No! So I got a new one assigned to me, and she's much better! Oh yes, I wish you were very meds. I hate running out of meds. That's one of those like, oh, I'm sure I'd be fine without these, and then you're like, I'm not. Actually not. Making weird little funky hats. Awesome. Just, trimming this because it gets a little bit, fuzzy on the back. Doing more okay, but need them back? Yeah. Luckily, you're not, like, if you do have just sort of a, like, oh god, I can't function without these. Oh, hi, Renee! The Stitch and Bitch Club! I think I've said this before, but, like, the like, knitting and crocheting community is full of, old ladies and young queer people, 2 of the groups that like to bitch the most. So there's no wonder there's a ton of drama. But there are far fewer people in the felting community. And it's also much easier to, like, I mean, it's much more difficult to copy felt. So there's no drama in the felting community. Like, oh, that looks nice. Yeah, good job. Rather than like, this knitting convention had a massive, big problem here, and this person stole this person's stuff, and they like had death threats, and I'm like, really? Fucking really? Leaving without an intermediate plan sounds like a breach of medical ethics. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that one worked out. What if I become brainwashed and I'm no longer myself? Well, I can't speak to ADHD meds, but at least with depression and anxiety meds, and I'm sure this is true for other stuff as well, it's allowing you to be yourself. You just don't have that like noise going on in your brain all the damn time. Because without my meds, I am like non-functional, like on the couch crying over nothing, like all the time. And with them, I am the person you see before you. So it's good to it's good to have pets. Which is also what I think of the semaglutide, that it sort of like allowed me to be myself a little bit more and not be like, oh, I want to feel something, let me eat 10 cookies. But if you don't have that in your brain, then people don't understand it. Are the ears a side effect or desired effect of being yourself? I think the mouse ears are a desired effect. Yeah, I grew these mouse ears, and the teeth also came with it. The suit and the heels. It all comes with it. You too can look like this if you take your meds. That's my that's my take your meds call out, even though I don't like particularly love take your meds call outs, just because I'm like, I can take care of it, that's okay. But for people who are forgetful, it's helpful. Basic cardigan with color work to have a diamond pattern. Pixel art based stuff. Ooh. People who do like fiber arts. I see that stuff on GDQ and I'm like, I could fucking never. And then people see my stuff and they say I could fucking never. So I guess none of us could fucking never. I'm still me, but I can finally do stuff and be, instead of being stuck in waiting mode, struggling to get anything done at all. Yeah. Actively I'm trying not to notice the brain bees. The breeze. I'm just glad, and of course therapy helps too. Meds and therapy are all wonderful. It's difficult to recommend them if people can't afford them, but know that and also if you're not in the US, will actually be good to you. Yes, Mr. Ash? Would you like to come back up here? You may come back up here. Yeah, OCD literally feeds on your attention. I can kind of only speak to the stuff that I have. Your vanilla is just getting rotated. Bud. Yes, sir? Ow. I know that, how do you feel? 30 or 40 years old? I know somebody who's, like, any age between, like, 28 and 45 is 30 or 40 years old. We're all 30 or 40 years old. Sure. help you. If it is... What it is desire? What is it desire? Is from the ATHF. Maybe they pulled it from the same place. What's ATHF? 30 or 40 years old, but the 12. That's kind of how I feel. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, it's probably the same spot. As she, my tiny child, who I love so very, very much. I wish that you would not bark. I know. Angie! Do not be angry! We may have an ad break soon, because I snoozed the ads when everybody showed up. Arf. Arf, arf, arf. But he may need to go out again. Took him outside and but he didn't. He does need to do. But I also don't want to leave. Sir, my dear child. Here. Allow me to help you. No. Now he's doing the cat thing of being like, no. I want to be. I will not let you pet me. I will instead bark. Sir. Hey, hey, hey. You. I love you. I love you so. My point. Arf. I know. I know. Here. See if he settles down again. Hey, Vanilla. Get fucking rotated, idiot. Arf. I should absolutely make a barking emote. I've got a few extra spaces. I sort of assumed that you, like, just got 5 static and 5 animated. But you get, like, 5 follower, 5 tier 1. Get a couple extra emotes, Twitch's alerts, stuff like that. I can get the emote because you didn't get it. The only emote right now, the only emote that you can get right now is feeling it, because it's the only one, it's the only one that got auto approved for some reason, because I became affiliate literally earlier today. But the other ones will be available soon. Let's do a quick tour of the new emotes. Gone backwards. Because these are physical watercolors. We have clapping, animated one. We have Burgor. We have a stab, a hyper stab, that's animated. This is not an emote, however, it is a very funny drawing of Barry. So this is the BRB screen, the offline screen. Here we have gift subs, feeling it, as well as the other part of tab 1. We have follow, we have sub, and we have bits. If you want to cheer bits, there's no like specific reward for any like amount. It's just cheer at least 1 bit. And I will go yeah. Oh, thank you for the bits. We have. I swear I won't do this every time, but I'm gonna do it this time anyway. Raiden and 2B being butt buddies, my favorite Metal Gear fan art ever. Andrew Bird's drawing of Ash, and Ian Laz being twins. Okay, we will actually do the ad break in 5 minutes because I can't see. But Ash has settled down. But yeah, all of those, some of them are alerts, some of them are emotes. Those will all be up, I don't know, probably tomorrow, whenever Twitch decides to. And then I have some channel point redeems. I have Pet the Dog. Not currently on the chair, but goes back on the chair. I will have him. There's Ask Ash a Question, where he will answer any question that you have in his little voice. And there's also Cosplay Tour, because this room is full of a shit ton of cosplay stuff, because I have done cosplay for like over 10 years, and I haven't been to a con in like a hot minute, but I do have a ton of stuff, so I'll just grab something and talk about it for a bit. And if we run out, like, I have a bunch of toys and figures, I've got a lot of art in here, lots of stuff. Then there will also be, once I figure out how to use Mix It Up, which this shouldn't be too hard, I will have a redeem for this DVD logo for 1 minute. Will it hit the corner? Should at some point. This is a like direct browser source link to a site that is just the floating DVD logo, so it shouldn't loop. It should just like work. Oh, I think that was a corner. Okay, it's enough of that for now. If you know how to just like program Mix It Up to turn a visibility layer on and then off for a specific amount of time, let me know. Otherwise, I'll figure it out myself. Wait, some more. I think it's funny to like leave him on it, to leave him on here so that you can see him, but also just like because it's funny to rotate. Toggle layer on and then add a time block. Okay. I've like looked very briefly at how many. Like it's sort of a programming nodes kind of thing. This is part of why Pure Vanilla takes so long. Costs slightly more than all and the staff will be interesting because you'll get to see how I make props. Engine could, yeah. decided to go with Mix It Up instead of StreamerBot just because StreamerBot, the backend looks like it is Windows 98, and I'm gonna understand. Possibly. Skits. Mm-hmm. Twitch's alerts work pretty well. They just can't do. Also, using Twitch's alerts gets you 2 extra animated emote slots, so that's nice. Add that on. Oh yeah, we also have to cut, before I forget, right now. This is a cheat, because... Yes, go ahead and send links if you like. And like, obviously, I know you're chill. Let's put on more Pokemon jazz! Or something. Dragon question? That'll work. It is from, if you type !song, it will send you the link. Cat ear shaped beanie that I made. That's so cute, Juno! Oh my gosh, and it's got little stuff on it? Okay, let's see if I can make a browser sword. This mouse knows how to use OBS.wav. Right? Ta-da! Yes, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful colors. I love it dearly, thank you. Okay. No, we are in possibly like Mouse knows how to use OBS arc part 2, where I actually kind of know how to use OBS. Mouse knows how to use OBS arc part 3 will be when I stop freaking out when things don't work. That might take a few more months. Arc 1 was... I will fucking, not actually, but internally break down and cry if things don't work. It's actually partially why I was, like, afraid of streaming. And, like, only really got over it by being on Monster of the Week. Plaza's Monster of the Week campaign. Which, if you don't watch, is very good. And it's the 3rd Saturday of every month, and it stars Artsy Lazuli, and Juno Moons, and occasionally Cat Baron Cafe, and Hollis, Camper Merkins, Porygon 2, etc. Renee right here, Calvi Berry, Small Ghost Big Thought, and other things that are great and wonderful. And that was really the first time that anyone here heard my voice. And it was the first time I was on a stream. Even if you've been doing it for years, it's just designed to break down and not work. Yeah, I think that's open source software for you. And also just like trying to run a billion things on your computer. But yeah, because I got more used to being on camera, so as it were, and then got like a laptop that wasn't from 2015 for Christmas, that I was like, I am going to pool all of my like money that I get for Christmas and save up other stuff, and I'm gonna look into a good computer, and then I'll be able to like play PC games. Yes, thank you for hyping Monster of the Week. It's been very, very fun. Like, I think I can do it. What if I made a glamour themed one? Yes, please, and it can be like that cream and purple. Ooh. And there can be like little moon jewelry. Yes, that would be so good. Now I'm just imagining what a... Yes, the forehead eyes. I'm just imagining a Sparky one, and it's just his dumb little, like, undercut ponytail. But, like, as a hat. It's, like, somehow blood-soaked. Also with this, I'm sort of, like, pooling it out in my hand a little bit, just trying to get a consistent amount here. Oh yeah, you could also make a bat one. Just the thing that popped into my head was his dumbass hair. Not to say that anybody who has a ponytail undercut has dumbass hair, it's just like, I need to bully him a little bit. I tend to think that, like, this era, and pretty much any era that, like, I've lived through, hasn't been that insane for fashion choices. Like, the 70s and the 80s were rough, but I wasn't around for those. The 90s had some choices. There were mostly bad 80s choices left over. We bully him because we love that pathetic mess. Exactly. But I do think that, like, probably undercuts will be thought of as, like, oh, that's very 2010s, 2020s of you. But, like, I still think they look good. I was right when I was in high school of being like, I think that 2000s fashions will generally be thought of as pretty innocuous, except for probably scene fashion, and that was correct. Other things I was correct about. Starting to call years in the 2010s like 2014, 15 rather than 2000 something. They were just trying to help. I know, I'm sorry, but you kind of walked into a, oh, he needs to, like, go berserk pretty soon. I'm like, oh, an opportunity. Yeah, low-waisted pants need to absolutely not come back for us short-waisted people. It's like, no, thank you. Oh yeah. But yeah, that, like, we did just call, like, 2010, 2011, and 2012 were just called that at the time, and then only retrospectively do we call them 2010, 2011, 2012. Mouse Affiliate! Hi, Cheesy, thank you so much. Yes, it's thanks to all of you. And there is but one emote pre-approved. That is WireMo feeling it. I definitely need to do, like, a WireMo problems or something else with, like, the Mo. Similar to how Weeb does our Weeb. Oh, thank you for the sub! So much. Sub badges have not been created yet. They will be crowns. Similar to the crown that Mr. Ash is wearing in that. Start as that plain yellow crown. We'll then get more gems on them. What? Thank you. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. That's like a lot. Thank you. Let's see. Up over here. See them all. So many. Big Sloppy Slurp God. Love that. Earless Trout, Tiefling Fen. Calipco, Kanata, Royal Blue 1981, S-Rank Streams, Axel Ghost Zero, Wriggle Moss, Rose Faria, Shroomy Bloomy, Delanor, Rusi678, Messy Andrew Burt, Distracted Senpai, Civil, Jack Bomba, I Rage to Win, Wintry Sage, and Bilker. Thank you so much. Like, a lot. I really appreciate it, and I got like 25 or 30 subs or something today, which is really, really nice. Thank you. Especially when not everything's ready yet. I just wanted to make sure that people had some emotes. But when probably, you know, tomorrow or whenever Twitch gets around to it, I will have emotes for you. I just find it hilarious that Feelin' It is the one that got auto-approved. How I fucking feel. Because, you know, it's always great to have emotes that are, like, a pog and a high and a wave, and, like, I love those, and I'm glad that I have many different variations of them. But there just wasn't a whole lot of ways for me to express that I'm feeling it. And so that's why I made that one. You're a cool bean and your streams are lovely and we're excited to support you. Thank you. Ever so slight real talk. I don't expect to be taken seriously ever. I don't expect to be paid attention to ever. People ignore me a lot. But being in this community has been really, really nice because people, like, you know, treat me like I'm their friend. I appreciate it, and I know that you guys mean it. I've gotten abandoned by people a lot, so it's just really nice to feel like there's a place where I belong, that people can be excited when I show up to my streams, and you don't all have to be here all the time. You don't even have to be here anytime, but just thank you. I appreciate you showing up for me. Not a lot of people do. There Ashley went. I usually leave the balcony door open for him so that he can go out if he feels like the innate doggy need to go outside. Yeah, I'm also a tiny little crybaby, so as I am wont to do, I have cried a bit. But I appreciate it a lot. And I know that I've, like, always been around in chat, but streaming has sort of shown me that, like, hey, you know, I feel like I belong a little bit. Nice. Glad that I found the Reb Drawfee. Nice to see you in chats and but yeah, I didn't think I was the kind of person who streamed or who anybody would pay attention to, but I think this is, like, I'll do other stuff too, and, like, I occasionally do like that, but, like, felting, co-working, but it's a specific on-purpose strategy to, that's not a joke, to stream just before Drawfee so that I can raid them. If I end early, we can raid somebody else, but I'm thinking we will. Hello! He graces us with his presence. It's also like, oh, you know, based on like what streams I watch and things like that, it made sense to do that. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Hello, Boppy. Now, if any of you have channel points, I don't know how much you would like have at this point. I just met you today and I'm glad you have done so. Thanks. Nice, Sparkruss. Boppy detected. If anybody has 100 channel points yet, they can tell me to pet the dog. If not, I will do it myself. Oh, there we go. Yeah! I will pet you. Hello! Hello, my sweet child, who I love so dearly. Yes. Hello. That's right. You get like 200 or something for following and subscribing and stuff. So yeah, you would have a build up. There wasn't time for it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Put you up here. Oh, and he wants to lick. Thank you. He says, yummy, delicious tears. Thank you, mommy. How many pets do you want? Well, Cheesy, I would like as many pets as you will give me. Because you see, I am fueled by pets. Yes, you do earn channel points more quickly if you subscribe. You get like a 1.2 times bonus. I like tears specifically. And also chicken! I figured that there should be no cooldown on Pet the Dog. There's a cooldown on other stuff. There's not a cooldown on Pet the Dog. Maybe there should be, but I think it's funny to spam the chat with Pet the Dog. Pet him, pet him, pet him, pet him. Pet him, pet him, pet him, pet him. He says, wow, you're paying so much attention to me, thank you. Oh, but that means that you have to get on my lap? Oh, okay, you can get on my lap. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yes. I love you too. I do love you too. So much. If you ever make a huge point redeem, no one's gonna get it because they're gonna blow all their points on Pet the Dog. Wakey-chan, thank you. Yeah, I feel... I feel, a little bad that you can't see him when he's licking my face, but it's also just kind of funny to have, like, doggy butt like, doggy tail cam. Thank you. I love you dearly. Oh, my sweet baby boy. Although I may have to, like... Dog voice is just Mario. It's like some random combination of, like, the Jenna Marbles Sermet voice and like a Russian accent or something. It's some degree of like nebulous European accent. Did someone say sweet baby boy? Yes. Oh, so healthy. I need to hang out at Winter Sage's streams more, apparently, because I don't know what that is, but I want to know. No, we're okay. Okay, we're going into lap. What if you sat here? What if you sat here and licked my hands? You did that. It's a Renee thing. Okay. I also love Renee's streams. They can just sometimes be a little bit too chaotic for me to hang out in for very long, as much as I adore Renee very, very much. Sometimes you need a little bit more low energy. It's similar to Onsta. Like, Onsta and Renee, I'm like, I love everything about you. I don't know if I could stay the whole time. Just because your energy is very high. Hi. Hello. Okay. He would like to lick, please, and thank you. The streams are lovely and so chaotic. Yes, just like Renee. Can I perhaps get back to what I was doing? Maybe? Well, let's wait until the ad break ends. I will do my best to pay attention to ad breaks. Okay, we want to sit. I'd like to sit. Thank you. Thank you. Blem. Also, if you... I am very glad that caption said blem correctly. I think the captions accidentally made me say a slur or something last time. So just in case, I have added to, I have added to the captions, if you ever think you hear me say, like, the N slur or the F slur, just replace it with these innocuous words, please and thank you. I don't know if that's what I accidentally said, but that feels like the things that I would want to not accidentally say. Despite having F slur privileges, I would not. On stream anyway. I don't tend to say it regardless. Okay. And then we have the Tiefling Fen suggested Lovesick and Xandrubert. Oh, for God's sake. The Chiefland. Tiefling Fen said Lovesick and Xandrubert. Close enough. Okay. That it like autocorrects to their username instead of bird or something. Pet the dog. If he gets like a little bit too excited, I might just sort of pat him on the head a little bit. And Robert. That's sorry. I just like that's Xandrubert's like mask name. Xand Robert. This is my not very evil twin, Xand Robert. Andrea Burt. Bessie's Dragsona, yeah. Okay. now he went down. Now he went over there. Therefore, now that he is not on the chair, all Pet the Dogs will be banked for later. Would I have put these on here? I guess it doesn't make that big of a deal. It's just like semi in the way, but not really. When you're making dolls like this, it's helpful to know like what order you want to do things in. Otherwise, you're gonna be like trying to get around stuff that you've already put there. Like, for example, that's why characters stay bald for a long time, so that I can get everything around their neck area. Oh yeah. Yeah, not messy. Other messy. Did you know that Mouse's favorite My Hero Academia character, Hawks, is based on Messy? What's his fucking first name? That one, that guy. This message has been highlighted for ease of view. Yes, indeed. I decided to leave most of those there. The highlight message things. Probably shouldn't, like, need them, but if people want them, they can have them. I love just doing that. Like, hey, streamer! It's like, I'll see it anyway, it's fine. Thank you. Didn't you not know Pee-Pee Weenie? Sort of an actress. Lionel. That's what I thought. I was like, I think it's Lionel Messi. Can you tell how not European I am? I did, however, watch a stream relatively recently that was talking about the Twitter account Scran or No Scran. Because there is a website. Hey, come back. Whoa, thank you for the big feeling it. That has such a fucking stank to it. Oh, that's so good. Oh yeah, and thank you for bits. I think the little like hee 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 mouse will perhaps not show up with big emote redeems. Those things. But, like if you just hear any amount of bits, it'll probably do that. Yeah, Scran or No Scran. It's so if you let me see if I can find it, is Grandel, which was like a Wordle like that took the Grandel, yeah. A thrilling daily game of food comparison. Let me just put in chat. Yeah, so scrandle.com. Scran is like a Britishism for some kind of like usually bad for you, like fucked up positive food that you eat at like a sporting event. And so this was like food that you can get at stadiums, usually European soccer stadiums, but not always. And it was like, which one do you think got more like votes on Twitter? They weren't like comparing each other, but like, do you think that people said Scran or No Scran to this thing more than the other thing? There's like, oh, you could get a pie and gravy and chips for like $3.99. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, the good cheap shit that will kill you if you ate it daily. Yep, it's sort of what I gathered. And one of them was stroopwafel ice cream in the Netherlands, and it was free. And I'm like, damn, I want that so fucking bad. I may need to work out how to make a stroopwafel ice cream, because that sounds pretty damn good. Like in the Netherlands. Fuck, that sound. And also, as some of you probably know, I am occasionally an enjoyer of the marijuana. I also learned that there are stroopwafel edibles that are not where I live. I cannot get them, and no, you can't get them delivered because you can't get weed stuff delivered. But I feel like I could make one. I feel like I could figure it out. I could crack the code. I could make a waffle if I really wanted to. We do have a good Belgian waffle place around here. Fortunately, they do not deal with products. But like, I bet I could make a stroopwafel ice cream. I bet I could make a stroopwafel edible. I bet I could fucking do it. I've wanted to move to the Netherlands. That's where, and I'm gonna get it right this time, that's where Artie is. Yes. I am forever mixing up between Renee and Artie which one's Dutch and which one's Danish. And also learned that Lasha is also Danish. And Kurzek. Kurzek is also Dutch or Danish? I need to like write this down in my phone. Dutch. Okay, I've done this before. I've done this before with people in this community. I've been like, okay, I'm writing down that Cat Baron Cafe is Ale in the notes in my phone so that I remember. I think Splash of Danish? You can rename them in chat. Interesting. This bitch is Danish. You'll never get... You're a British, ain't ya? I love British people. They're so funny, dude. Like, they're little fairies. I couldn't say that seriously. I'm like, no, I don't think you can say a sweeping generalization about how everybody in England lives under a bridge, parentheses, in the terms of a troll. Like a bridge troll. To highlight their preferred short name. Ah, yeah. Dang, only got 8 out of 10. Yeah, some of them are hard because it's like, oh, you know, these two look equally good. And maybe they were just like, this one got 85% Scran and this one got 87% Scran, and good luck guessing which one was more. This got to him staff. But yeah, see, like, this... Just doing this took almost 2 hours. Which is why Pure Vanilla is more expensive. Than the other small figures. I have Juno with a cow emoji next to his name. I have to say, I was like, cowboy is like the best way to be like, to have like a fun, cool, like, hey, I'm a trans guy and I'm a cowboy. Isn't that neat? I'm like, yes, that is neat. Especially when I like figured out the connection. Like, I love that. BRB gonna have some din din? Yeah. Or dinny. Sorry, did not say the... Right. At the wrong cute. One time, yeah. That was like a shower thought. That was like I was laying in bed at night going, oh, he's a cowboy because it's a trans, and I'm like, oh! I'm so smart. Hey, what country is... That's the, the what pride flag is this? When it's like a country flag, and then the straight version, which is the what country is this, and it's like the pan pride flag. I will fucking never forget the when Joffrey had like recently started doing stuff at Korean's apartment, and they needed to cover up the figures with a shower curtain for like a sponsored stream, and it was like kind of a striped thing, and everybody in chat was like, what pride flag is that? And they're like, it's a shower curtain. It's shower curtain pride. I'm like, yep. Such a good... That is such a good bit / misunderstanding / this community is so queer that we can't help ourselves. Yeah, where even is trans? Pennsylvania, the print. The gay one. Right, we're going to add a little thing in here. That's because yeah. Because this arm needs to go up to hold his staff. However, kind of doesn't work if you just have the cape there. Therefore, need to add split in the cape in order to make it possible for him to put his little head through. Queer trans Dracula retelling dating sim. I don't remember it, but I feel like I've seen Steam ads for it, and I was like, this might work on me. Like, this seems like bait specifically for, like, my demographic, but I might take it. Dracula. Why are so many eye breaks? I'm sorry. I think probably because I snooze them. If you snooze ads, does it, like, them all back to back or something? A little bit nicer. Then it can go through here. What farther it does. It just keeps trying to show him, yeah. A little more. Yeah, I like may adjust the ad settings. I thought I did it just like every hour, but... Okay. Yeah, this is how we get around Pure Vanilla's design not making sense in 3. Literally cut holes in outfits. Hold up his staff. Then we'll head. Yeah, this doesn't actually need to touch because cover it with the soldier. He's so coming together. I know, like, he is now finished. We just need to make his staff. Put your head over there, honey. Okay. Oh, no. Pure Vanilla, I'm literally begging you. Sometimes this sort of thicker felt takes a little bit to want to stay in there, not just come up with the... At what point do I give him a soul? Just before I send them off in the... Also, if you order from StabbyNeedleStudios, you will get with your purchase a little magnet. And also, like, you know, a business card. But yeah, it's more Super Mario RPG adjacent. Like a little star comes down from the sky and I go, mwah, tips him. You can get your very own StabbyNeedleStudios magnet! Also, if you win a prize from JDQ, also get a magnet. Over there. And a business card, but like that has my full name. Like, it's not that hard to figure out what my name is, but if it's just on there. Gonna Gibby who loves destroying fluffies. Yeah, you do need to keep them out of reach of pets. They're not really toys. They're not really for like small children. They're like pretty sturdy, but you also don't want to let animals go. Yeah, GDQ. So if you've seen on GDQ any of the felt dolls that get shown off from StabbyNeedleStudios, that's me. I've been making stuff for them for a couple of years now, and after we finish this, so probably Wednesday, we will get started on the SGDQ prizes that I want to make. I do. I believe it's ! shop or store, and then it's also below the stream. There's a link to it. Yeah, the moon cat, that one was fun. That was like, I made this weird little guy, here you go. Yeah, store. I forget. I wonder if commands works, if you can. There you go. So you can see what all command. There aren't that many so far, but there's like pronouns, there's ! dog, which tells you about Ash. There's ! kit, shows you the kit that I recommend. But yeah, and so it's really fun, and it's a thing that I like to do. Like, it advertises the store, and it's also just now let's get started on me or little staff. To put this away for right now. But yeah, the stuff that we're going to, yes, he is also my son. He is turning 8 this year, November. I will absolutely do, like, if November 30th falls on a Monday, Wednesday, or Saturday, and if it doesn't, I'll just do it somewhere around that time. We'll do a special Ash's birthday stream. I'm going to try streaming again, and I want to have a routine that says something like, I'm watching from the bathroom right now. I think that's funny. You've got my vote for it's funny. Puptime is and is not a real person. Puptime is a bot. But the person who runs the Puptime bot also, like, posts, like, dog walking stuff on that channel. But if you do ! join in Puptime's chat, like their offline chat, you can get them to come to your stream, and if you gift Puptime a sub to your channel, they can use your emotes. Although I don't know if it has to be have a dog in it or something. Like, I don't know exactly how that works yet. Because, like, none of my dog emotes are A, approved yet, and B, have the word dog in them. Vanilla is puring. Also, hi, Sharpen. Thank you. Yes, he is done. We just need to make his staff. And this is, I'm just making this flat. Let's go, affiliate. Hell yeah. Yes, thank you to everyone. Back up. This is, I need to have a way for it to go into the arm like this. Because it will be, this part will be shoved into the arm and glued there so that it stays there Um, there's literally dog hair on the microphone. Dear God. This one is kind of hard to make because it's got these weird little, like, curly parts, but I think I've figured out how to do it. Most use emote. Thank you. I wanted to make, like, semi-cursed emote. And they're also, all with the exception of, WireMouse Pupset, which is not yet approved, but is here at the moment as BTTV Angie Ash, is the only one that is not a watercolor emote, and it is just a photo of Ash with angry eyebrows drawn on it. So yeah, I want... And it's, of course, good to do... You've done it. It's so iconic. Just, I think. This will have, smaller. Yeah. Yes. Mr. the Boy. I'm trying to not make the mistake of making these long, because I've done that. Yes, it's been annoying. Button this down. Okay, and that will curl to be like that, but we need... Sometimes I feel like Angie, but to the world, I must say I'm feeling. I just really want to drop that in chat. Tell you what, we raid Drawfee a little bit. Anybody who's subscribed, if you feel like dropping WireMouse feeling it. Oh, thanks Juno's mom. Well, say to your mom, I think that your son is neat, and he's a friend. Yeah. Stay there. Not want to separate. Please. Okay, so this looks like a little bit of a mess, but it's so that everything stays as one cohesive piece. Mother Moon. Mine can be Wire Mom and Wire Dad. Although I don't think they'll ever come on Twitch. Try to make this as flat as I can. Yeah, it does give Lord Boss. Other important thing to keep in. This needs to be, like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. Like, if this was going the other direction, and I'd done everything in the other direction, it would be annoying to, like, move. Stay there. We are going to employ, in this section of the craft, this thing is a cake tester, and also works well as an awl for shoving holes in things. We'll do that to shove a hole into his arm. Selling your pottery? Yeah. Etsy is good for that. Sometimes, particularly if things are heavy and that adds shipping costs, Etsy's not like perfect for that because they like really prioritize free shipping and just there's different ways to do it, but Etsy's definitely one to look into. For me, it suits my purposes really well. But for some people, Etsy is somewhat frustrating. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna adjust that. I'm assuming you don't want to have like pre-roll ads, because I know some streamers will have like just pre-roll ads and that's it. That's apparently really bad for discoverability. I don't know. I won't talk shop too much. I just, like, you know, patently don't know what I'm doing. I'll look into it. Just hike up their prices. Yeah, I mean, my stuff, it includes the shipping cost. The shipping cost for me based on where I ship to usually and the weight of things is usually about $5. So my stuff, it just includes that $5. Yeah, people often come in and leave. Yeah, so I will like usually stick around, but if I get rated into somebody, I might not. Yeah, if you ship worldwide, like frequently, and if it's heavy or big, that gets annoying. My stuff is light and small, but like has a somewhat higher price point because the vast majority of the cost comes from the labor, because it takes so much time to make. But the materials and the weight are not actually that bad. Okay, so this is stuck on here pretty good because I have I made that sort of loop. But sometimes just doing this little piece here like will not, like you might need to, these pieces will not always stay there very well. Kind of need to plan ahead if you're gonna do something like that. Now, let's do this part. I am gonna do this with gluing, because making things really, really thin, it is difficult to felt it down in a way that makes sense. We'll have this as like a little anchor point. This is going to be covered by yellow later. It's literally engineering? Yeah, it is. So, rather than try to like felt along the side of this, which I will do a little bit, I'm going to put glue on this part and open. That makes it so that it sticks better without having to felt right up against this wire. Literally using mechanical physics to have the loop in there and like make it so that it doesn't move. Yeah. Regular E6000. I have it in these tiny little bottles because it likes to dry up a lot. Try really hard. Keep this kind of, what if we down here for now? Try not to let it get too thin. Try to keep it flat, and it's good to have it carded at this. at everything. 3D prints, honestly, like, so useful. I've gotten a lot of good 3D prints, like for cosplay stuff on Etsy before. I should show. Do a free cosplay tour. I'm doing art of one of the 3D gotten. It was for my Apollo Justice cosplay. Bracelet. Also, fun fact, the WireMouse character's suit is based on Apollo Justice's outfit. Because he's one of those characters that is like, oh, you're like a conduit through which I can be masculine, in a way that I normally can't be. Which is neat. And it's why I'm like overprotective of the Apollo Justice series. I'm like, no, don't bully my boy. He's my boy. Although, and I will die on this hill, Ace Attorney 4, 5, and 6 are really good. Anybody who doesn't think so needs to play them through again. Reevaluate their position. Yarg! I try not to cut things like this because it's easier to blend when there isn't like a blunt cut like that. Ace Attorney is good. Yes. Okay, and then I think I can now this. Yeah, big top. And that's not from 4, 5, 6. That's from 2? 2 or 3. 2. Those are the quote-unquote good games. Yeah, Great Ace Attorney is also really good. It's it can get a little hand-holdy at the beginning for sure. So sometimes people get annoyed at 4, 5, and 6, and particularly 5 and 6, because their plots don't always make, like, the most sense. And there's, like, quite a few sort of, like, multiple directors either ignoring or... No, because there's a thing where it's, like, they don't ever want to spoil past cases. So they can't, like, directly reference important areas of characters' backstories that are explored in previous cases, which is why Apollo, like, doesn't get to talk about a lot of his stuff, and then shows up with multiple backstories, and I'm like, none of them conflict, but it is kind of funny that he just, like, has all these things he doesn't talk about, although it is established that he, like, doesn't talk about his past, so it at least has an excuse. The clown girl, yeah, the that one animation that made the clown case in 6 a meme made me so fucking mad because it made Edgeworth straight, and I'm sorry that man has never looked at a woman in a sexual way in his entire life. And him being obsessed over Clussy is like, that's so out of character. And also, like, he wasn't in that case. Like, Phoenix and Edgeworth are not in that case. It's actually a pretty fun one with Athena and Simon. And it's got, like, a lot of cool story stuff in it. Got a character with multiple personalities, and they sort of handle that in a way that, from what I understand, is, like, pretty accurate and respectful. And it's like, I don't know, it's fun. It's also one of those, like, Japanifornia ones where it's, like, completely ridiculous, and, like, this is the hole they dug themselves into. Okay, so that's what we did. You can... The reason I don't use glue a whole lot is because you can, like, kind of see the glue residue a little bit, which this will be covered by the green. But I did just sort of felt down on the sides a little bit to sort of stick it in place, but this is mostly the glue. The little thicker at the bottom, it's okay. It's just like, it's just not gonna be perfect. But does it look kind of like a vanilla pod? Like, yeah. Let's... Ah! He fell over. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. Meister, yes. Do you like the kazoo sound effects? Yeah, maybe... maybe am I bi, but I'm actually just into clowns. Speaking of characters, starting off as very confidently homosexual and then, like, discovering that they're bisexual. If any of y'all ever want to watch a movie and you want to cry real bad, there's one on Prime Video called My Old Ass that Aubrey Plaza's in it, and it's like a coming-of-age story that's set in, like, small-town Cranberry Field, Canada, and it's, like, about this girl who, like, meets her future self right before she goes off to college, and she's, like, very gay, and, like, meets this guy and isn't sure if she likes this guy or not, and, like, but they still, like, she is still very queer the whole time, and, like, it's cool. It's done in a way that's really nice, where it's not like, oh, we're making her straight. It's like, oh, we're exploring this in a way that feels very queer to me. Like, she's still allowed to be very lesbian in how she interacts with this guy. But yeah, then it's like, would you like to cry? And I'm like, I wasn't aware. I wasn't ready. Kind of work quickly with this. Stay there. Where the other side is appropriately getting covered. Yeah, Phoenix is also a clown. Next week, Barry will be doing streams explaining MGS starting next Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon? I might need to stream off, because, that's exactly what I need in my life. Yeah. I entirely blame Barry for Metal Gear brain rot for me. Because I have never played Metal Gear, but I sure fucking know everything about it! Oh, Basqui. Yeah. I haven't seen. But yeah, MGS... Here's my thing about it. You are completely free to ignore anything you don't like in MGS canon. Because Kojima is insane. And, like, not necessarily insane positive. You can ignore any and all stupid plots you don't like. You can ignore any and all, being shitty about women, which there's plenty of, in order to get to the sweet, sweet, almost canon gay romance. I love it. I love it so much, and then they turn around, and then they, like, treat Paz like shit or something, and I go, I hate it here. But then I go, wow. Ocelot's entire life is literally he's in love with Big Boss and just desperately wants his attention, and so he, like, goes through so much garbage and shit that makes no sense just for Big Boss's sake. And I'm like, simply, there's nothing gayer than that. Yeah, you're gay, but are you gay enough to, like, spend 40, 50 years of your life brainwashing yourself and double, triple, octuple crossing everybody you've ever known your entire life just because one guy said you're pretty good one time in the 60s? Ocelot's that gay. When there's a room full of other folks telling him, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, but then also Kojima did do the, like, hey Kojima, why are Kaz and Big Boss standing so close to each other? People are gonna think that's gay. He's like, 'cause it's gay. I'm putting it in. You can't stop me. I'm like, yeah! And then he's like, also Paz dies in the most, like, degrading way anybody has ever died in fiction. I'm like, fuck! Also, Snake and Otacon are, like, an incredibly adorable romance, and then they are, like, say something sexist, and I'm like, I hate it. I so hate it. But yeah, just ignore anything you don't like. It's great. Hanging with my boys in the Speedos. In the 70s. I will cut this just because I'm in. Yes, you should absolutely make more comics, Meister, just based on anything, because I like all of your comics. I look at all of them and I smile. But Meister made that. This is why we wear finger protectors, so that we can do tiny little details like this. It's also why we don't cut the wool, because then things come solely from the existence of Raiden. I love Raiden. He's such a piece of shit. Like, he's such a, like, clearly extremely, like, terrible person who, like, abuses Rosemary. Just, like, all this stuff that's so fucking bad. And then they make him show up in, like, robot high heels with, like, a dump truck ass, and I'm like, fuck. This is so stupid. Explanation of Yaoi and Shonen. They're not gay because they like men, they're gay because they hate women. I mean... it's not, like... applying that to MGS isn't incorrect. Because, yeah, like, 1 second in MGS2, they'll have, like, they'll have, you know, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like, the handshake and the, like, we're so fucking queer, you guys. And then Snick will be like, I wonder if I could hit on Otacon's little sister. And I go, ugh. Also, I love how Ace Attorney, like, cannot be outwardly gay because it was written in Japan in 2001. And, like, it's kind of too late, but the Twitter and everything else does everything they can to actually say it without saying it. Yakuza, yeah, I'm not actually sure how much Yakuza is gay or not, because Ansta, like, I only see it through Ansta's lens. Thank you for liking my stuff. Yeah, your stuff's easy to like. Yes, he did. He did play Rising, and it's very funny. He's now played all of the MGS games that he's gonna play. Which was all of the numbered ones. Peace Walker, and Rising. I'm just glad that we got to see my baby girl Kaz. He's my favorite. Love him. Failure sometimes. Yes, I'm going to allow term very queer. Very queer undertones? Okay, yeah. Like, I figured that Onsta wasn't completely pulling that out of thin air. But, again, if you view everything through Onsta goggles, it's a little bit difficult to know. Only playing the ones Kojima wrote, plus Rising, because it's really funny. This is why it's a little bit difficult to use glue, because it will kind of harden the surface, so it's more difficult to felt on top of. So, like, once you've applied glue, like, that's kind of it. You can't keep messing with it much. Yes, I need to, like, actually watch somebody play Dirge of Cerberus, because I've never sat down and played Final Fantasy VII, but I've watched people play, I watched Barry play all of Rebirth, and I, like, sort of know about Remake. I want to go back and watch that. I won't talk about it, like, too much, because I am sort of a bigger Barry fan than, like, more people in this chat, but, like, I watch him a lot, so. Up. But yeah, I love Vincent so much. He's such a weirdo. Such a weird little guy. Like 45 years old. Doesn't know how to use the huh? I just like angsty characters who are like way too serious. Like, for example, Shadow the Hedgehog. Love that guy. Their masculine passion for each other. And I think that's part of, like, being a non-binary person. It's like, I kind of wish I had that. Like, I wish I was able to have that kind of, like, relationship. Feels to me. There was a whole recent-ish Strange Eons video about, it was, like, mostly actually about Omegaverse stuff, but it also talked about, like, why women like yaoi. And it seemed, according to some, like, academic articles, the sort of prevailing theory is that, like, masculine, like gay male relationships are on a more equal playing field than straight relationships. And that, like, nobody is expected to be, like, subservient one. And women appreciate that. And I'm like, I don't think that's why I like it. I think why I like it is because it's something I can project onto as something that I, like, can't really do as much in real life. Masculine passion in the Yakuza sense is different from many female relationships or male-female relationships. Yeah. Probably. Like, We are making good time, though. Ah! Need that for a little. I do think them being in their 50s in Japan is very fair of them to not be explicitly queer in canon, but for one, they're all accepting whenever it comes up in sub-stories. Two, that they're examples of positive male friendships and brotherhoods, as well as deeper male relationships that even the characters can't explain. And three, Majima canonically has fun being Garomi. Yes. I really like when male characters have fun cross-dressing. And particularly when there's like fan art of like a very masculine male character in a dress. I don't like when they're like they seem annoyed by it. That's also why like Joseph Joestar is fun in JoJo in part 2 when he like it shows up in a dress to like to trick some guards. He's just like genuinely having fun with it, and I'm like, hell yeah. Yes, I will allow permitted term no homo. It's a very Fast and the Furious, almost a no homo, but easy to read it as homo. Yeah. Yeah. Automod needs to learn. Still early days. If you get automodded for something, I apologize. As long as it's not something that was like accidentally actually bad. He enjoys fighting and spending time with Kiryu, yeah. I just like when people get to do stuff that they enjoy. Especially when it comes to expressing themselves in a gender kind of way. PYIH? That. Oh, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I don't know. I don't care because I'm not playing it, but like, it did sort of just come out, so. One of those things that I can't tell if it's intended to make fun of or having fun with. That does make things difficult. And a lot of anime and like Japanese media will do the Okama stereotype, which is the like older, quote-unquote unattractive, like effeminate gay man thing, and I fucking hate it because it's always used as a like a pejorative thing. And they'll be like, here's our gay character, and I'm like, just making fun of them like that, that's not. Sometimes they have those characters and they're like portrayed nicely, but on the like, I can't tell if trying to have your cake and eat it too of pandering to the gays and also making fun of them. Gender play, a moment of celebration and positivity. Yeah, things have gotten better to some extent. The reason he was on a ship to start with and the reason he lost his memory was because for some sort of mystical girl for Kiryu's cost of his own well-being. Yeah, that's pretty gay. It's also very Ocelot of him. Quote unquote back to... Wow. So, allow permitted term, pretty gay. Yes. Again, I'm sorry, I'll keep getting automodded. It shouldn't happen too much in the future. Once it knows that we're not saying gay is an insult. Other who was... Yeah, it's recurring untrustworthy character who is sometimes the villain, extremely over the top and does anything for their like chosen love for all time, who is extremely gay. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. An ocelot shaking. Yeah, Automa just needs to learn. So around here we say gay and we mean it in like the good way. And then if anybody abuses the fact that we have all of those, then they get banned. But, you know, knock on the article board. Haven't seen that yet. That's the positive Joker archetype, but then I remember the Lego Batman movie, which takes him saying you completely, but then maps it onto he just wants Batman to officially call him his nemesis. Yeah, I haven't seen Lego Batman, but from what I've heard, it is just Joker being like, notice me senpai to Batman. I'm like, hell yeah. Fantastic. Or did I see? I might have seen Lego Batman. I seem to remember. The reason that we're not doing the other side is because it's going to be covered with flour. Kind of fighting around. There. Looks round enough. Lobster or binging. I can confirm that it's definitely not just headcanons. Okay, good. That's what I thought, but... And you know, even for series where it is just headcanons, we deserve it. The gays get nothing. Like, we can interpret stuff however we want, okay? Like, I'm fully aware that, like, a lot of the anime ships I've had, like, aren't canon. I know that. Like, I just want to play around with them in my head, you know? I feel like I would like Yakuza. It's just one of those where it's like, oh god, that sounds like a rabbit hole to fall into. I would never return. But playing Yakuza's easy. Especially since I, like, don't actually know about it. And... this... I could do this, like, mostly not looking at the reference at this point because I've because I've like made this doll 3 times. It is? Yes. It absolutely is. I'm stuck in this well. I'm never getting out. Yay! Because the Zero is dirt cheap a lot of times. Seems like it, yeah. I also just don't know if like people want to see me play games or not. I will sometimes. But I guess that now I'm affiliate. I don't really need to have like that brain. Sort of needed to pay attention to numbers. It's your house, do what you want. Yeah, I know. I'm not really gonna be pushing for much after affiliate. Like, yep, I got my emotes. I'm good. I would like to see you go through the Apollo games. It would be fun to go through the Ace Attorney games. Or at least just 4, 5, and 6 to be like, hey, here's what I like about them. Here are the very real criticisms, but also here's why I think you should give it more. I also have not actually played Investigations or Great Ace Attorney, though I have seen playthroughs of them all the way through. So I do know everything that happens in them, but I have played 1 through 6. And for visual novels, essentially, thing then you. But, yes. Now, going to use the small one here. It was fun watching Barry get a fresh take and have folks come around on elements of them. Yeah. You and me and like 10 other people in the chat being like, I have opinions. Let me tell them to you. Oh, friends coming. That would be fun, honestly. Yeah, like doing it. Here's the thing. I want to try AI the Somnium Files. I've never played it, and there's a new one coming out in like the next year or 2. And I feel like that would be fun, because I know very, very little about it. And that way I wouldn't be like, I know exactly what's going to happen. Because I do, in fact, know all of the plot twists for Ace Attorney. But I don't for the other one. And like Zero Escape, I had a friend a long time ago who was really into Zero Escape. Danganronpa I will not touch, because it's... Here's the thing about video game violence. Video game violence is fine. I'm a pacifist in real life, but I don't really like the idea of like glorifying killing people in the way that Danganronpa does. Like, it seems that the executions are to Danganronpa what the breakdowns are in Ace Attorney, that you're like looking forward to and building up to the entire time. And it's like, I don't like this. This feels bad. They're also kids, yes. So I kind of like, for, you know, those games are also like of varying quality, but the executions just make me feel like real icky. Yeah, I was 80% off. Interesting. See that on our next game. Oh, and Ghost Trick. Yeah, I've never played Ghost Trick. I sort of know kind of the beats of it. I believe I know one of the big twists. I've never played it though. I've never seen the Barry playthrough. But yeah, it's a shoot Takumi. Oh, Raid. Hi, Korhawk. Thank you for coming in. We're just finishing up Pure Vanilla here. We're gonna finish him up and then we're gonna probably raid Drawfee. But, here he is. Yes, hello, Muldrum, hello, Korhawk, hello, Fen. Hello, everybody. We have just reached affiliate. We have a number of emotes that are, pending approval, but the one that has been immediately approved for some reason is feeling it. And it's for when you're fucking feeling it. And it's a follower emote, so if you hang out here, you can know how much you're feeling it all the time. Yeah, like that. Thank you for the big feeling it. Also, Mr. Ash is here. He is under the table. He made an appearance earlier, during which many pets were given to him. Yeah, and also you can you can use Angie Ash. And that is on BTTV, so anybody can use it. Also have, I'll quickly since I'm off earlier, the other emotes that will be made, will use, which are a stab and a hyper stab, a clap, a forgore, other related things, and feeling it. I see how shades look, but not enough channel points yet to modify emotes. That's okay. We also have the subscriber and follow, among other things. Because I am bad at using digital tools, so I watercolor them by hand. If I put the self-made emotes on BTTV, can anyone use them? If they put them on their channel, yeah. So, I believe at the moment, like for example, Angie Ash is, yeah, you can flag them of like people can put them on their channels. So like Angie Ash could be used on any channel, is currently only added to, I believe, mine and Lazarlies. But yes, if you have anybody. Hi, Dr. Manatee. Thank you for congrats on affiliate. I am very thankful to everybody in this community who got me to affiliate in less than 2 years. Very, very, very sweet. Out. I, for some reason, like, always have a hard time, right? Because it's a weird shape. I'm like a month out from getting back to streaming, and I know for a fact I can never legally get affiliate as long as I'm in the US, so I'm considering workarounds for folks to still have some fun emotes. I don't know why you can't legally get affiliate, but it's like us. Yeah, it also has it has a gun energy. So I commissioned a person on Fiverr to make it, not for $5, for more than that. And I was like, oh yeah, so like a mouse holding a felting needle, and it's so funny. The just look in the mouse's eyes of like, don't fucking test me. I'll do it. I'll get you. Like, I actually have keychains that I had Xandrubert design for me that you can buy on my store if you want to. And one of them is the mouse saying, don't test me. Let me just grab them. So, if you so desire, have Don't Test Me, designed and drawn by Xandrubert. Have Become Loaf, Contra Turtle that I made. And we have the Flying Pig, Anything is Possible. These are available individually or as a bundle, if you want them. They're cute, thank you. They, I believe I actually have, Xandrubert sent me the originals. They also do physical art. Did I put them in here? I think I put them in here. They have, yeah. I don't know, but I have them. The marker. I remember how... they came, and I did those as an art trade with I made their little avatar guy. It is a little Bill Cipher adjacent. I don't think the Cookie Run Kingdom is Korean, so I like kinda doubt that they meant to do that, but that's absolutely what it's doing. I think. And I should just. Watch out. Oh, I like this. This is Bell City. Browns. Like that kind of. And then also a thing that I end up doing is cheating needs to be in the front. Okay, yeah, I don't know enough about the tax stuff. I'll choose. All right. So yeah, I usually cheat this to be in the front. This is another one of those. Hey, your design makes a lot of sense in 2D and doesn't make a lot of sense in 3D, so I'm forcing it to make sense. All about. The reason I made it just a little bigger is because I kind of want it to go around. They're in here. I believe this is meant to be like a vanilla orchid. Why don't you just not stream and focus on your work? Buddy. Get fucking tech support. Yeah, no, I want you to get what you need to get. My experience with monetization is looking at the stuff this morning. Oh, come back. It always looks like he's doing the little like the this that. He's like doing the hee hee hee. Now you're going to shove this into your hand. Boy. Okay, so because the polyfill in the middle is pretty dense, it's very, very hard to just shove the wire in there. Particularly because it does not have a sharp end like this does. This is not like sharp. Again, this is a cake tester. But it is pointed. So I'm going to do my best. Kind of. Hey, buddy. To bore a hole in here. Get like some. Yeah, you kind of need to like tap it a little bit. Just try to get it in there. I used to use like an embroidery needle for this, like a sort of thicker sewing needle. And I'm just trying to get a far enough part of his arm so that I can successfully put the. This is about as long as it should be, maybe a little shorter. This allows his staff to stay in his hand and stay on it good. Ah. Bottom side. Blue. Out and in. Get in there. Come on, buddy. Try really, 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 really hard to not bend the wire. Okay. Okay. Then you can sort of felt around it a little bit. You don't really do a whole bunch. An ad break in 4 minutes. I'm gonna try to finish before then. Okay. 20% of a crochet hat, putting on to make sure it fits, and then just sitting there wearing it as a necklace for like 20 minutes. Nice. Okay, I'll make his I'll make the little stand for him off camera. With him. But here's pure vanilla. So cool, thank you all for coming to watch it. Yes, it is just about right time. Alright. And yeah, so he can move his arms around, he can move his legs around. Got his little calf. That's he. I think it turned out well. Thank you all for coming. Let's raid Drawfee. And I will see you all on Wednesday. OMG Pure Vanilla Cookie! Thank you so much, Starry Dynasty. Thank you for coming. We are just about to raid out. But, yes, but this is Pure Vanilla Cookie. And if anybody orders him again, I will make him again. Alright. Or... Wait, message me. You said Pure Vanilla sends his regards non-threatening last time. It looks like Drawfee did start. Should be... Pure Vanilla sends his regards, parentheses, threatening. Yes, thank you all for coming. Thank you for coming to celebrate affiliate. Thank you for dropping a bunch of gifted subs and things. Pure Vanilla loves you. He will be sent off to his new home.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you for the follow. And yes, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please come by. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I mostly do felting. I sometimes do video games. Yeah, like that, with the emote if you have it. Say hello to Drawfee, and we will come back on Wednesday. We will be starting GDQ stuff. I'm not sure which one I'll be starting with, but I'm making VV FF9, I'm making Naked Snake MGS3, and I'm making Turgle Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Those will be for SGDQ. And also, you know, any orders I get in the meantime, I will do. Okay. Bye. Bye.